Hey, this is Russ, and welcome to the MacDocs video blog. In this installment, I wanted to talk about where the rubber hits the road. Yeah, I know, it's really corny. Sorry about that, I had to get it out of my system anyway. Actually, this past week, I did hit the road. Instead of running on the treadmill, I decided to try it out and run out on the street. It's really a funny experience when you do that for the first time because you forget there are all kinds of things to be aware of on the street, like potholes, curbs, dogs, cats, cars, other people, and even waiting for traffic lights. For a quick minute, I even pictured myself as one of those news stories you hear about occasionally, where someone gets run over because they've got their earbuds in their ears and don't hear the car coming. But I made it, one piece, here I am. One of the most important things to do though is to choose the right shoes. And I can't think of a better way to do that than to actually visit the Nike website. It's the perfect place to start, so let me show you what I mean. Go to nikerunning.nike.com. In the lower right corner, you'll find this icon. Click on it, and it will get you started to find your shoe. The first thing you need to do is decide what you are, a male or female. Then the road surface is a little bit more tricky. It took me a few minutes to discover that treadmill actually is considered road. Once you've decided where you're running, then you'll decide what kind of arch support you need, low, medium, or high. If you don't know, click on the little guy on the right and he'll help you figure out what you need to do. Then decide and click what you are. Next, we'll be determining your stride. You'll notice again you have overpronation, neutral, and underpronation as choices. If you do need help, click on this nice lady here and she'll help decide what kind of stride you are. This one was a little bit more tricky for me, but I figured it out and we went ahead and went forward. Last, the Nike website will recommend a set of shoes. Now notice that you have different styles of shoes to select from, and remember, most of these come in different colors as well. As long as we're here, let's go ahead and click and register yourself so you can do the next part. If you scroll down this page, you'll notice that you already have the gear, so really we just need to skip step 1 and go straight to step 2, which is Join Nike Plus. Once you click on this button, it'll bring up just a standard registration page. It requires basic information, your email, create a screen name, password, and that. And once you're done, you simply click submit and you're officially part of the team. My visit to Nike's website actually led me to this pair of shoes, and it worked out really great for me. But let me show you where the magic actually is. Okay, you'll notice in the bottom of these Nike shoes that we have this nifty little symbol here that matches the sensor. But really, what we're after is being able to remove the sole of the shoe. And if you can see down inside, we have this compartment where the Nike sensor actually lives. Simply take the Nike sensor, slip it into the compartment, put your sole back in, and you're ready to run. There is one thing I've wanted to mention about the shoes. I actually met a guy a few years ago who tried this out a little bit, and what he had done was bought a pair of shoes that he really used for everything. And he quickly discovered, and this is a piece of information I'd like to share, is that the Nike sensor has a battery in it. And since it has a battery in it, that means someday it's going to go dead. So if you're not actually going to use the sensor and the whole kit to run, you should always make sure to take the sensor out. That way you'll extend the life of the battery of the sensor, especially if you're going to use the shoes for some other purpose, like I use mine occasionally to hit the weights. But for regular use, you should never leave the Nike sensor in the shoe. I really like my Nike pair of shoes. In fact, I would say I love them so far. And I don't expect that they're going to give me any trouble going forward until I wear them out. But I know there are those out there who already have a pair of good running shoes that they really like. Or there are some people who actually don't like Nikes at all and would prefer something like some Reeboks, some Adidas, or maybe even a New Balance shoe. There is a solution. Marwear actually makes a nifty little pocket to slip in the Sport Kit sensor. The trick is to slip in the sensor with the red side down, then loop the sensor through the tennis shoe laces and Velcro it closed. When I first decided to try Pocket from Marwear, I was really skeptical that it wouldn't work as well as having the sensor in the actual Nike shoes. I was pleasantly surprised that I was wrong, because it does. In fact, it was almost exactly the same calibration-wise as when I had it in the shoe. And if I haven't said it before, calibrating your shoes and the rest of the equipment is really important to this whole process. And we'll get into that later. Okay, I've missed a run or two here and there, but pretty much I've kept on track. And I'll keep going as long as I can. So again, if you want to kind of laugh at me a little and chide me along, maybe even a little encouragement would be nice, you can follow me on Twitter at @TheMacDoc. And remember, you don't have to be common.